Hey guys, it's me. I'm reading chapter 10, which is due today, Monday, May the 4th be with you. So, chapter 10, I decided to get some advice on the raccoon versus mus craver situation. Before it got out of hand, my brother Hippo was usually focused on himself. However, if he were able to direct his attention to the task at hand, he was often surprisingly helpful. I found Hippo rearranged his trains, something he never got tired of doing. Hey Hippo, I was wondering, when you play outside, do you ever see a big gray rodent thing that looks like a cross between a muskrat and a groundhog? And maybe a beaver? Like something that could be called a muscraver hog? I asked hopefully. I don't play outside, Hippo said. This was true, asking Hippo about anything that went on in the backyard. I realized it was pointless. Hippo is what you call indoorsy, kind of like me right now. But I've seen a muscraver hog. He's gray. He looks like a scrub brushed with feet. Yes, I shouted. Exactly. Where have you seen him? I asked. I saw him go under the house next door one time. The Jonases have a big hole near the foundation of their house. He just slid right into that hole, and I didn't see him again for a long time. Well, did you ever see him again? I asked. Sure, last summer. He was the one who dug the circular driveway in Deke and Grandma's front yard. I'm sorry, the what? I asked. Circular driveway. Remember when Grandma showed us the two big holes she found in the front yard of the house last summer? Not really, but okay. Well, I noticed that the holes are pretty close together, so I got the hose and ran water into the first one. I did that because I was pretty sure the water would come shooting out the other hole. And it did. I asked, amazed at how smart Hippo seemed at the moment. Yeah, so I know it was your musk creeper hog. How do you know that just from looking at the hole? Well, it's actually really hard for an animal to dig into the ground and then turn around like that in such a small space. An animal that could do that would have to have some seriously powerful back legs, which the muscraver hog obviously has. So you think the muscraver hog dug a circle hole so he could scurry in one hole and right back out the other, like driving in and out of his circular driveway? I asked, my brows raised. Up to my hairline by now. Exactly, said Hippo. The muscraver hog is not dumb. Apparently neither is Hippo. I told Hippo about the raccoon and the garbage. I told him about the fact that I was writing notes to the raccoon while I would like him to stop messing with my careful garbage organization. I really didn't want the muscraver hog messing with him. I was pretty sure the raccoon wouldn't stand a chance. I expected Hippo to laugh. After all, I did just admit that I was writing notes to a raccoon in the backyard. Well, you should probably write him another note warning him about the muscraver hog. You should tell the raccoon that he shouldn't mess with the muscraver hog because obviously they want different things. He was actually taking this ridiculous situation seriously. I couldn't believe it. What do you mean they want different things? I asked. Well, everything I've seen, the muscraver hog, he's been trying to tunnel under someone's house. He's so tough, he's probably eating whatever icky things he finds in the dirt. The raccoon is looking for human food and who knows what else. The muscraver hog does seem to want human food. I mean, He's never in the garage in our garbage cans, and I don't hear anyone else complaining about him, which means that he's so sneaky our neighbors might not even know that he's out there. So chances are, if the raccoon doesn't mess with him first, he'll leave the raccoon alone. Besides, if he doesn't, all we have to do is tell Grandma, and the Muscraver hog is history. Turn the page. Hippo spoke the truth. We didn't exactly choose our house. We inherited it. And my dad says my great-grandma Rose used to live here. It was right across the street from the Deke and Grandma. Deke is great-grandma Rose's son. Even though he is all grown up and a grandpa, great-grandma Rose is 106 years old, and she finally had to go to live in the apartment building for old people. She doesn't like it because she says that everyone who lives there is old. She doesn't mention the fact that she's the oldest one, but she is. So, for a very long time, my great-grandma Rose lived across the street from Derek and Grandma, from Deke and Grandma. Now we live across the street from Deke and Grandma. They are my dad's parents. I'm not sure they love that either, because now they spend a lot of time taking Hippo and me to school and staying with us in the afternoons after school because our parents work a lot. Grandma sometimes asks Deke, what happened to our retirement? But in general, they seem to want to be with us all the time. And they really fun parents. They really are fun parents. Mom is constantly reminding us that she didn't have parents when she was young. So we need to appreciate the fact that her parents, Grammy and Granddad, live close by. And Deke and Grandma live right across the street and are available to us all the time. I totally appreciate Deke and Grandma. I appreciate the regulation-sized basketball hoop they have in the backyard and their poorly supervised basement rec room with its large flat-screen TV, cable, Netflix, and Wii. Grandma could get animal control to her house faster than anyone I knew. Last year, they found a skunk swimming in the big puddle by their garage. He was really swimming. I had no idea a woodland creature would have such strong stroke development. The next day, I came home from school and I found an animal control man carrying chrysanthemum. I know. Grandma told me not to name him. Out in a cage, I was glad to know that he was going off to Audubon Center, and he would have plenty of space and friends to play with. I was also hoping that some sort of lap pool would be provided. After all, you don't stay that good without some serious practice. All right, guys, that was chapter 10. See you later. Goodbye.